Okay, welcome to week 3 of Fuzz Friday. Again, it's been a week for you. It's been about 10 minutes for us. So we're all dressed the same, and it's the same day. So we've got different bases.
We're dressed the same as we were. We're not dressed the same.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Again, doing the same thing where I am representing the active bases.
Actually.
Oh, God, I hate the well, actually, people. I am playing the Jackenbacher, so it's not your black plastic active pickups per se, but it is active preamp, so like Dave said, I am calling this an active bass. Chuck, what are you playing?
It's a Fender Jazz bass with EMG pickups.
Ermagerd.
They're the passive JV52,
Yep.
so Alnico 5 in the neck, Alnico 2 in the bridge, all passive.
Wow.
Yes.
Triple word score even.
I know.
And representing the short scale crowd today, I'm playing Chris's SG bass, which has some dead ass flat wounds on it. So, yeah,
A true test.
Let's see how much
I think
Fuzz can liven this thing up.
I think those strings are like 3 years old.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Some people do that on purpose.
Yes.
Dead flats,
And in-
mud bucker.
In my opinion, I like the tone of the strings. I don't really like flat wounds, but I've been embracing them, and I like them better as they get older. Because the clank of the chrome's brand new, I'm not super into.
It does sound good though. Like that clean tone sounds.
For what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously,
Mud bucker with dead flats.
when you lean into what this bass does and you really dial your amp for it, it's a great bass.
The mini Thunderbucker is turned off right now.
Yeah, we're painfully set flat, so that's why it's going to sound a little darker and stuff in comparison to what we have.
Yep.
But it's a rad bass. I really don't have anything bad to say about
No,
it.
Chris, this is a red bass.
Oh, dyslexic. Okay, so today we are checking out the KHDK Unicorn Blood 2. This is the space version. Dave's active, so let's just everything at noon with the SG bass Mudbucker.
All right. Octave up.
It's a little lighter in the low end when you turn that on a lot.
Yeah, I'm not.
Did I just contradict myself? Lighter a lot? It got a lot lighter in the low end.
I'm not. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of the octave switch.
I like it way better with the octave switch off already.
Same.
But I see that there's a switch called Octatone. What does that do?
Well, let's find out.
That's the tone of the octave signal itself.
So here's the darkest setting. Brightest setting.
Sharper.
Yeah,
Subtle.
I want to see what it does on these basses.
Yeah.
It might be a little more noticeable. But either way, I like it better.
When you have the octave on, it gets very ring moddy on double stops and
Yeah.
things like that. So the switches are currently in the up position, which means they're off. So
Yeah,
you
that's
can
a little
actually add some
counterintuitive.
more low end back in by turning on, I believe, sludge. And
Yeah, I think
there's
sludge is the
fat.
low end, fat is the mid range, and then boost is just a full on boost.
Right,
So
right.
let's
So
try.
Fat is the mid-range?
I believe so.
Oh.
I thought one of them was low before the fuzz circuit and one was low after the fuzz circuit, but you might be right about fat being mid.
If you didn't know that we didn't read the manual,
Nope.
so let's try it.
I didn't
Let's
even-
try sludge.
I
So
will
this
say...
is no sludge and then sludge.
I'll say later.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's significantly better.
So it's putting the low end before the fuzz circuit. And then, of course, that's a little much.
Whoa. What'd you turn?
The bass knob.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh, that's better on the low end.
yeah, still maybe not quite as much low end as we saw last week, but a decent amount, I would say.
Well, when you start pulling the actual bass knob into it, it gets far more usable, but
Yeah.
it like the slightest turn over that and it becomes unusable. It's almost
A little
too
bit.
Yeah,
bassy.
it kind of hit the amp. But then again, I mean, we're dealing with a mahogany short scale mudbucker with flat wounds.
No, I get
So-
it. I'm more
Can
curious
we
to hear
turn the
those
tone
same...
all the way down to just to
No.
No, God,
Okay.
no.
Let's not.
No, please don't.
Okay.
I'm more curious to hear it on the Jackenbacher
All right.
Yep.
than
I do
for
think
comparison.
right out of the gate, Chris and I have both owned previously the KHDK Unicorn Blood 1,
Yes.
the first edition, and I think this one has more low end.
I honestly, it's been a couple years since I checked out the first iteration. But funny story though. I think they made only like 200 of them. I bought it brand new, and then I ended up selling it for a decent, like I doubled my money profit on that. I didn't expect that. I just saw someone else selling it for that, and I said, let me try it, and it sold like within a day. So this one is going to be a little bit tougher time for the pedal flippers out there because they made 420 of these. So it's going to be another couple years before they're scarce.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see what you did there.
This is cool, especially because this is the first time I've heard of this company or this pedal. So this is all very new to me.
Oh, I love this company. David Caron I've worked with him a little bit in the past. He did not send me this one. I bought this one straight up, but he has sent me a couple other pedals, that being the Scuzzbox, which I regrettably don't have anymore, and then the Abyss Space Overdrive. Everything I've tried from this brand, I have enjoyed.
So KHDK is Kirk Hammett and David Caron.
Okay.
So my story with the Unicorn Blood 1 is a little different than Chris's. I bought it. I found that it didn't have quite enough low end, and then I returned it. And KHDK were not incredibly happy that I wanted to return it. But I figured better that than to, have to rely on flipping it, or what have you. But they were like, we only made 100 of these, and we found you one.
Oh.
And I'm like,
So they're going to be thrilled to
sorry.
see you in this video.
So no, hey, you know what? I am here to apologize to KHDK
that's fair. That's fair.
for doing that because number one, they didn't say, hey, this is a bass pedal, and number two, I just was like, I thought it would be the right thing to do.
Should have flipped it.
See?
Yeah, well,
Shouldn't even told
Does flipping it have made me worse? No,
Wait,
because KHDK would have gotten their money.
Yeah.
and kept it.
Dude, I have flipped I flipped the Unicorn Blood 1, the Paranormal, and the Doyle, I forget what it's called, but the Doyle Signature Blender pedal.
Okay.
Flipped all of them, and I'm just going to keep doing it.
Okay. Maybe KHDK will be mad at you now.
No, like you said, they're getting their money.
Yeah.
Let's check it out with the Jack in the Book. Everything at the moment is just all straight up.
P.S. What did you want to say, Chuck? Did you get out what you wanted to say when I so rudely interrupted you?
No. One, it couldn't have been that terribly important because I don't remember. And two, finding that you guys would rather flip pedals and apologize to the companies than anything else is entertaining to me. So thank you.
But this one is better.
This one seems like it's got a little bit more gain to it and a little bit more, it's a little more intense overall, I think, is maybe the best broad stroke way to put it. It's a little bit more gnarly.
Okay. Character on this pedal makes it sound to me more like a distortion than a fuzz.
Well, okay, let's try to just max this fuzz knob first.
That's more fuzzy.
Oh. So all the other knobs are at 12 and the octave is not engaged.
Yeah.
But the fat and the sludge and the boost are all off. Oh, they're all
They're all off.
So let's try the sludge real quick.
Wow. That's like
noticeable. It's really noticeable.
So before I was still kind of on the fence. I'm like, it's fine.
Now let's keep the sludge on and just turn the fat on.
Yeah, give me some fat. I think that's another low.
It sounds
Or
more
maybe it's low
mid-range
mid.
to me.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
low mid.
I think it's, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's somewhere around 500 hertz.
Can we go back to just the sludge again? I want
Of course.
to hear the lower stuff. Fat
surprising
Not
me.
bad. Okay, so we haven't really done boost. Let me just.
I am happily more impressed with this pedal than I was when you were first running it through. Admittedly, I think opening the pedal up with the flats and the old strings set my whole perspective on what I was going to expect this pedal to be. I'm like, yep, I knew it. It was garbage. But hearing it on not flats, old flats, and hearing it on this monstrosity, it sounds significantly better.
Well, after Chris is done, let's hear it on the.
Oh, I mean, he's good to go. If we want to hear it on the jazz.
All right. And then I want to hear your settings on this bass.
Okay. It gives. Yep. All right, let's do the boost. Ooh. Holy shit! Wow! I didn't expect it to be that much of a boost. Oh my god! That's a lot of boost.
Is there not a knob for the boost setting?
Not that I know of. Sense that it's like that Moog kind of synthesizer sound that you get like with the tentacles.
Right.
Maybe do something more melodic up high. There we go. It's like a super kind of 8-bit octave.
You're that ring mod thing.
Yeah.
It does the see right there that little arpeggiated trill thing.
Yeah, see now we turned the tone up a little bit. That's a way cooler sound than trying to low-ride it. Like if you're just living up here, then yeah.
No, that you get some really cool modulation on that higher register stuff.
Ooh. gross.
Do you remember? There was a pedal that Earthquaker Devices made called the Bit Commander.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
yeah.
You can
I
get
am the Bit Commander. A little Jay and Silent Bob for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember when we shot the Bit Commander, I was making that joke to Nick
Like
over
all
and
the
over,
time?
and
Yeah,
it was funny every time.
That's why he never came back.
Yeah, Nick is gone.
No, but I mean, what I was getting to was that that would like instantly remind me of that 8-bit kind of bit crunch kind of tones that you can get from that pedal. That was cool. The ring mod kind of after effect is a sweet bonus though on the higher register.
See, so now with that, I could see how on guitar, like a lead, that could be a cool sound.
Absolutely.
That could be a really cool broken kind of analog octave.
Because this isn't bass specific, right?
This is not a bass
Okay,
pedal at all.
yeah.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
You could get kind of that Dimebag Cowboys solo whammy kind of a tone with that octave.
But I think you could also get into like the 8-bit Nintendo territory, like you're like knocking on that territory's door with that tone.
Let me see. Hold on.
Cut.
That's an Zelda.
Can you do it an octave higher?
Let me try.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
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 I was trying to go with the melodic thing.
It gets a bit crushy in a
A
sense.
little bit. The comment section is going insane with the please stop playing the Nintendo stuff.
Sorry, I haven't had a gig in 19 months. Just kidding.
Okay, so we've heard the pedals boost, but I'm curious, like when we use the onboard boost, what happens?
Derek's being mean.
So let's just go treble.
Since 2005.
Dude, the boosting the treble on the bass is pretty rad. Okay, hold on. So now I'm gonna boost the bass on the bass.
Wow. No, I like the other one.
Now boosting everything is just max now. Bass, mid, and treble.
Pat and Sludge are off too. So.
Oh wow.
It's very much like, the everything louder than everything else philosophy. It's
Yeah.
just everything's jacked up. Noise floor is up
Yeah,
here.
so I'm gonna take the bass back because that's where it gets muddy.
You're starting to sound like Harley guys. Oh, it sounds like shit's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, as you start really bringing that in, that hiss gets pronounced.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm back to
I mean,
flat.
There's just so much gain in this damn pedal.
Well, and is this active? This is active, right?
The
Yes.
pickups are the
got a pre- it's
typical
got active
passive,
pre
but
in
it's
it.
got the active pre, so like I can boost certain frequencies.
That's a terrible frequency.
But
not Twitch.
I got the Octatone on.
This would be cool if you could use the octave by itself sometimes.
Let me do bass up, treble down. I mean, it kind of goes like pseudo synthy, like you can pull off synth-esque type of vibe.
All right, now play some Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder's musical genius.
Sludge is on, boost is on, fat switch is not on.
That's a little too much.
Yeah, too much.
That's just boost.
What about turning the fuzz down?
Let's go like 9
Just for
o'clock.
clarity.
9 o'clock.
If you play that exact line real fast, that's the intro to When Doves Cry.
Okay, let me try boost the mid and go back pickup.
That's a cool sound.
Do the will line. That's a little too much.
Oh yeah, it's too much.
Just turned into a lightsaber
So this is
right there.
this is like harsh. This fuzz is harsh.
Oh wait, okay, wait. With the boost off and the sludge on, it's a little better.
Wow, that really tells you how much that boost is giving you that signal.
Yeah, the boost
Yeah.
is
Holy smokes, that
insane.
made it like night and day difference as far as
Yeah.
like, were you doing that?
I
You're
wonder
like,
where the boost is. Is the boost pre-gained or is the boost like in the middle of the circuit?
That's a good question.
I mean, it's not just making it louder. So the boost has to be at least part of the gain.
Oh,
circuit.
it's absolutely pre-gain. Like
Yeah.
no question about it. Because otherwise, it would just be a strict volume raise, and that would not really
but
be
no,
super
the character
useful.
changes too. So
Yeah.
it's got to be okay.
All right, it's probably the maybe the quirkiest so far. I mean, it's only number 3, but
This is the KHDK Unicorn Blood 2, and we're going to show you some of its quirks and features.
It's different. I
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say like I don't like it. I think it's definitely a very unique kind of sound.
I like it, but it's probably situational.
I think the way Jamie has a term that he uses called character piece.
Yeah.
I think that's this.
Okay. I mean, right, like a big muff you can use anywhere.
The Big Muff has the potential of being an always-on pedal.
Right.
This
Whereas
does
this
not.
is the opposite of that.
This is if you're gonna go up here for something silly, kick this on,
Yeah.
and you're good.
If you're bass playing, shifting over into Tom Morello territory, you might
Yeah,
need
because
this.
like maybe that gets you close to an always-on vibe.
Well, I mean, yeah. What he's playing now is definitely more of a usable everyday kind of a fuzz tone.
Yeah. And then if you just need to bring the house down.
Ooh, it does not like chords.
This can be like a single sludge riff.
Yeah.
But try the chords with the octave and see where it gets funky.
See there, what's on?
Octave.
But
gonna bring the tone back to
also
noon.
sludge, right?
Sludge, yeah.
So there,
Sludge and boost.
Sludge and boost. So in that case, you can use the octave to just come forward for a solo.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Well, I think, okay, so you can have the octave preloaded and then kick it on. Yeah, Chuck, give me something super melodic. Different type of character. Maybe usable, maybe not. A little more Scoopy.
Oh wow, that's almost like a range master kind of
Yeah.
just a treble drive sound. That's interesting. Again, though, it's a character piece. This is your bass going through a megaphone like Scott Weiland's Ruckus.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
So yeah, you hear that dissonance on those
Yeah.
notes. Like when you involve more than 2 notes. So look, there, we'll just do that, right? Sounds fine. No problems.
Yeah.
Right. You get.
Well,
you
okay,
get,
wait. Now, speaking of dissonance, real quick, I'm just curious to hear what this sounds like. Hold on.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Cool shape.
It's weird that.
Yeah, if you're in a really heavy, crunchy metal band, this is probably
So when
great.
I did the Lunar Satan record, there is actually a part which I didn't play on this bass,
Which
but
is not
it's
super
that
heavy,
it's,
crunchy.
and I did that minor, which it's not translating for some reason through the pedal,
Right.
but it's a minor second, and I hit it together, and I did it. I mean, it was the X Ultra with
And
a
you
little
get-
bit of
and
grit,
you get that beat,
but it
that
was like
warbling beat.
Yeah, but it was super clean. And I'm like, oh man, if I would have gone through a fuzz or something like this and tweaked
It
it
would
to
have been
make
even
that
better.
sound really dissonant
Yeah.
and evil.
Sounds like a gong almost, like a tiny
yeah.
gong.
I feel like you'd hear that in a 9 Inch Nails record.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
sound.
Yep.
Like that. I don't know why I was like that sound. I don't know why I did that, but
that sounds.
it was. It's cool. I you know what? The character piece thing.
I think that's the perfect way
for
to sum
this.
it up. This
Yeah.
is not your always on
I don't
fuzz.
know if I'd have it on my board for everyday gig and use, but if I had something like you said with the Lunar Satan thing, or something that needed a little bit of that extra, oomph or touch or something different, I would definitely reach for that.
Yeah, and I
For
think
sure.
if you're doing like a funky kind of solo up high, that's where this shines.
Yep.
Absolutely. Plus, I really dig the artwork. I know
Yeah,
that
the
has
artwork
nothing to
is
do
rad.
with it, but the unicorn in a spacesuit and this blue metallic sparkle chassis, it just looks cool.
Yep.
It's a conversation piece for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, because like most musicians, if you get close enough to a band that you really like, especially if they're playing like some mini tour or dive bars or whatever, you're always gonna go up and like try and look on their board and see what they
I
got.
do that.
And if I saw that, I immediately would be like, "What is that? That looks cool."
Yeah.
So you can see the knobs are all rainbow. The first
That's my
edition,
least favorite part.
The first version of the pedal was sky blue and rainbows and looked like My Little Pony. Still the zombie unicorn, just wasn't in a space.
Really?
Yeah. It was even radder, I think, than the space version.
I kind of like this though. I think
I'm a little
from
partial
your
to the space
description, I feel like I would be more drawn to this just because I like the whole space vibe and I love the color, like that metallic blue sparkle on a chassis. Like immediately my brain's like that would look dope on a bass.
Which, by the way, if you
I
haven't
dig
seen
that.
our video on the Unicorn Blood 1, it's right over there above Dave if you want to go check it out and hear the sounds and tones and vibes that we got with it. Wow,
I wasn't there. You weren't there.
No, I
Will
wasn't.
and
No,
Nick
that
were
was-
there.
I was looking at it above your.
We
Dave.
shot
Yeah,
it. We
yeah.
shot
Above your
that
Dave.
in like August or September of 2018.
Oh, that was way.
It was a while
before.
back. Yeah.
That was way before me.
A little bit.
Yeah. So anyway, anything else to say about this one?
No, it's.
I think we kind of nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
you know,
cool.
again, this is my first time ever hearing about this company or learning about it. I would say in the beginning, like I said, hearing it on that, I was like, next. But after we really got into the meat and taters of it and kind of explored a little bit more of what usable frequencies you could get out of like different basses and get like tones wise, like with just some of the knob turning, especially the fuzz. The attention to the fuzz on where that is as far as the level goes, and then the fat and sludge switches, that's huge. That made a difference, especially in this bass. That was like the most noticeable thing
Yeah,
for
night
me.
and day.
Yeah,
for
the
this.
boost
That
blew
was,
me
that
away.
was huge. huge for that bass. Like immediately made it for where I was like, to, ooh, yeah, no, that was cool. I dug it. I definitely dig it. Like I said, I don't think it's by comparison to the other fuzz pedals that we've done, like the Dirty Haggard Audio and EHX's stuff, I would reach more for those fuzz pedals for my board, but I definitely wouldn't mind having this on my shelf to pull out and use for recordings and stuff once in a while.
Yeah, agreed.
Hands down.
And which, just by the way, I want to say before we close, KHDK, their flagship fuzz is the Scuzz box. Again, did that a couple years ago with I'm going to get with David and see if we can get another one for this series, because I think you guys will like that more. It is a little closer to that kind of always-on vibe.
Okay.
It's a worthy contender for your board for sure.
Oh, now I'm really excited because this was cool.
You need some Scuzz in your life.
Yeah, the fuzz is, a la Muffy style, and the Scuzz is more zippery, gated Velcro type deal.
Oh, it's two pedals in
yeah.
one kind of a
Okay.
deal.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's rad.
Oh,
right.
now
That's
now
really
you
cool.
have my attention. So
I love the
KHDK.
Velcro zipper thing.
I'm going to look that up. I'm excited.
Yeah, okay, so we will see you next week with yet another fuzz, but we'll be seated right here wearing the same clothes. See you then!
I miss my family.